Lal was the chief of his village. He had two daughters named Karishma and Ravina. His older daughter Karishma never left her room. Ravina, is your sister Karishma a witch? She's always hiding inside the house. Whenever the other girls from the village teased Ravina, she would talk to her parents about it. Mom, Dad, why does Karishma never play with me? You don't even send her to school with me. I have to go alone. Why is she always shut away in her room? Everyone in the village thinks that she's a witch. Karishma is not a witch, darling. You go out and play. Karishma's health is not very good. That's why she stays indoor. When Ravina leaves, Hira Lal's wife says to him, "How long will we keep Karishma locked in like this? Otherwise people will find out the truth soon. It would have been better had I not given birth to her."
There is no point in crying over what's already happened. There is a sorcerer in Mirpur village. He might be able to help us. I'll take Karishma to him tomorrow itself.
The next day, Hira Lal takes Karishma to the sorcerer.
What is the issue, my son? Why have you tied up this girl's hands? The issue is this, sir, that whatever this girl touches, that thing turns into ice. That is why we have to forcefully keep her locked inside a room. If in case she touches anybody in the village, that person will turn into ice. My son, I won't be able to heal her hands, but I can give you a pair of gloves. Just do one thing, make her wear these gloves and they won't freeze. If she wears these, she'll be able to go out of the house.
Karishma was very happy with the gloves because now she could hold anything in her hands.
My dear, you can go out now, but don't tell anyone about your secret. Otherwise, people will run away from you. Some might even try to take advantage of your powers.
Karishma started playing with her younger sister. She even started visiting the market. If anybody asked her about her gloves, she simply said that she wore them to keep her hands clean. Nobody had physically seen the village chief's daughter since she was a child. Everyone was enchanted by her beauty. She was very beautiful. Everyone in the village used to talk about Bhuri's beauty, but now they only talked about Karishma's beauty. Have you seen the chief's daughter? I have never seen anyone more beautiful than her. Apparently she wears gloves to make sure her hands also remains beautiful. Bhuri was very jealous to hear the villagers talk about Karishma. Does she wear gloves to keep her hands pretty or is she hiding them? Because her hands are ugly. I'll make sure that she has to remove her gloves. Bhuri's birthday was approaching. She went over to Karishma's house to invite her for her birthday party. Karishma, it's my birthday party tomorrow. Please come over for my party. Please don't say no. You cannot say no, okay? Please. Oh, sure. I will be there. Next day, Karishma went over to Bhuri's party. Bhuri had mixed something in the cake from earlier. When Karishma ate the cake, she lost her consciousness. When she got up, she was lying on a bed and her gloves were missing. Oh no, where are my gloves? Where are my gloves? Karishma tries to look for her gloves in the closet. But as soon as she touches it to open, it freezes to ice. Then she tries to open the door, but as soon as she touches it, it turns into ice. Karishma jumps out of the window to escape. Are you looking for these gloves? Yes, I am. Please give me my gloves back. Please give me my gloves back. No, I won't. Give them back to me or I will be in a big trouble, please. I won't give them to you. Go home without them. Karishma puts her hands out to grab her gloves. But Bhuri holds them behind her back. Karishma accidentally touches Bhuri and Bhuri turns to ice. One passerby witnessed everything. Karishma, what have you done? The lady starts screaming. Listen up everyone! Karishma really is a witch. Do you know she turned Bhuri to ice? Karishma runs away from there. She ends up at the bank of a river and finds a boy standing there at the river bank.
Do you want to cross the river? You can have a seat in my boat if you'd like.
Okay, I will sit in your boat, but please stay away from me. I have a weird illness. What do you do for a living?
My name is Bablu. I bring ice from the city and sell it in the village. What illness do you have?
Whatever I touch, it turns to ice.
Oh, is that so? Well, then you shouldn't consider it as a curse.
The boy fills a bucket with water and asks Karishma to dip a finger in it. As soon as she dips her finger in, the water turns to ice.
If you would like, then you can get married to me. You can make the ice and I can go and sell it in the market. This way I will save a lot of money.
But I left my gloves back in the village. My parents will also be worried about me.
Don't worry about it. You write a letter and then I'll go and deliver it to your parents. And I will also bring your gloves along with me.
Karishma writes a letter to her parents and informs them that she is safe in a nearby village and is going to get married. Bablu takes the letter to her parents.
Well, that's good. At least she is safe.
Bablu finds the gloves and takes them back to Karishma. Bablu and Karishma get married and live happily ever after. Ramdas lived with his wife Meera in Mirpur village. He used to sell fish.
What is for lunch today?
Fish, paneer, dal and omelette also. Everything has turned out very tasty.
Okay, let's eat.
After eating up, Ramdas would go fishing. He would fish all day before going back home. You are back? A government official visited us. He announced to the whole village that there is a flu spreading. He has left masks for everybody and here is yours.
Will I not get the flu if I wear a mask?
Yes, that's what he said. The government has specially sent the masks. If you wear it, you have 100% protection from the flu. If you lose yours, they won't give another one. So keep this in mind. Nobody is allowed to leave their homes without a mask anymore.
Okay, stop lecturing me. Let's eat dinner. What have you cooked?
I have mixed potatoes, cauliflower, peas, ladyfinger and fish to make a delicious dish for you.
Alright, bring whatever you have cooked.
The next day, all the villagers were seen wearing masks outdoors. Ramdas too wore a mask and went to fish. That evening, when he is transferring the fish from his net to a bucket, he finds a golden ring in a fish's mouth. Ramdas is shocked and he takes the gold ring home.
Look, what have I found in the fish's mouth today? A gold ring.
Oh wow, surely the Lord has blessed you for all your hard work. Ramdas sells the ring and buys a big house with the money. He buys a fancy car too. He would drive in his new car to go fishing and bring the catch of the day back in the car. Ramdas and his wife began living a very happy and content life. Ramdas had a neighbor named Raghav who was a milkman. Raghav felt very jealous about Ramdas.
Ramdas is a fisherman, but he's living in a mansion. Here I am still living in a hut. My cow just doesn't produce any milk. I am broke because of her. But there is one way to make Ramdas poor. Flu is in the air. If I steal his mask, he won't be able to leave his house.
At night, when Ramdas and Meera were asleep, Raghav sneaks into Ramdas's house and steals the couple's face masks and feeds them to his own cow. The next day, when Ramdas is about to leave for work, he looks for his mask all over the house, but to no avail.
Both the masks have disappeared. Now how will I go and fish today? The flu isn't going away for another year.
Ramdas begins sobbing in front of his father's photo. Suddenly, his father's soul appears in front of him.
My dear son and daughter-in-law, I will give you a magical mask that has a lot of powers.
Ramdas's father's soul gives them a pair of magical masks and then he disappears. As soon as Meera wears the magical mask, her sense of smell heightens. Why are your clothes smelling like a woman's perfume?
I go to the market to sell the fish, and a lot of women come there to shop.
And why wouldn't you sell your fish from far? The next day when Ramdas goes to the river wearing his magical mask, with his new power of smell, he's able to tell exactly where the fish was underwater. Thanks to the magical mask, Ramdas is now able to catch double the amount of fishes he usually does.
Let's start our own fish business and start exporting the fishes.
Because of the magical mask, Ramdas's business started to boom. One day, the couple were talking about the magical mask.
We are very fortunate today because of the magical mask that my father gave us.
Raghav overhears everything Ramdas just said. When Ramdas and Meera take off their masks to sleep in the night, Raghav breaks into their house to try and steal the magical masks. As soon as he touches the masks, he gets an electrical shock and he faints. The next morning, when Ramdas and Meera wake up, they find Raghav lying on the floor of their room. Ramdas and Meera realize that Raghav is the thief who stole their old masks and now he had come to steal the new magical ones too. Ramdas calls police to deal with Raghav.